Okay, this is the recording for the high and low method. So let's go to the original information that we already have here for you. So we have the cost and we have the activity. The question is how we're going to apply this high and low method. It's very simple. Can you guys see my screen?
Yes, Professor.
Let's put here month. Now we have the months. The first month will be, let's say we'll go with January, then we're going to February, then we're going to go March, then we're going to go April, then we're going to get May. Shall we get one more? Let's go June. Put some data for June. Let's put June to be 5,500. We don't have that number. And for 5,500, let's put 225. Now I have to get some number that makes sense. Otherwise, it's not going to work. And 500. Let's stay with this number. That should do it. Let's see now. That's a little improvisation on my side, but let's see if that's going to work. Okay, we have everything that we need. So what we need to do, we have to find the high and the low. High and the low in the level of activity. Which was the highest level of activity? Now, if you want, I mean, you won't be able to do this, but if you have the question in, let's say, in Wiley, you can easily flip the information in your Excel spreadsheet. And what you can do is you can just put the formula here. So you don't have to try to guess or anything like that. And then you can go with the maximum. And the maximum will be in all those activities. And once you click that one, the maximum is just naturally is going to come. Make sense? Did you see what I did?
Yes.
Do you want me to do it again so you can process it?
Sure, Professor.
Okay, let's do it again. So what I'm trying to do is to get the formula to get the maximum amount of all those amounts. Going to formula, going to more functions, use the statistical. On the statistical, scroll down and find which one is the maximum. This is the function maximum. And this, you see the description of the function returns the largest value in the set of the value. Ignore the logical value and text. So go with the maximum, highlight the level, all the range that you want the maximum to be picked from, and you can see the answer is 5,500. And click, and then you have it. So is the 5,500 our highest activity? Obviously it is.
Yes.
If I change this, let's say here June, I change it to 4,000. Let's leave it 4,000, and in 4,000 I have 193, 193. Let's say 400. The high automatically is going to pick the May as the highest. Make sense?
Yes, Professor.
Now let's get the low. The low will be the same logic. Go to the function, choose the statistical, go down, scroll down. Now we're looking the something that says maximum. Then we need the minimum, right? The minimum will be the smallest number in the set of value. Click the minimum, highlight the range of the values that you want to be checked, and get that value. 3,000 will be our answer. And there you go, you're done. Now, for the high level, we have to get the exact amount, which is the cost. This is for the level of activity. Let's go. Now we need the activity and I need the cost right here. I check the activity, now I need the cost. What's the cost of my high level? Well, whatever it is. Right? And what's the cost for my low level? Whatever the cost is. Make sense? So in here, I can my question 19,500. And for the low level activities, 169 and 500. Next thing that I'm going to do is that we're going to check the difference. How much is the difference between one and the other? That will be high minus the low. And I'm going to get my number. Let's format those two cells. And that's going to flip it here. So now I know the difference between the highest and the lowest number is 2,000, and as a cost is 50,000. Let's format this one like this and make it black automatic. Actually, those two I don't need it highlighted. Those are the ones that I need highlighted. So now I have the cost. So what I can get here, from here I can get the variable cost for the activity, correct? How can I do that? Well, the cost will be my numerator, the activity will be my denominator, and that's how I get a cost for the activity. Make sense?
Yes, Prof.
So the cost for activity will be, again, it will be equal to the cost divided by activity. Can you guys see it?
Yes, Prof.
In that case will be the cost is 50,000 divided by 2,000, and you're going to get the cost for activity, which is $25. $25 is my variable cost for single activity. Variable cost for activity level of 1 unit only. So now the question is, my total cost is equal to the fixed cost plus variable cost per unit. Actually, let's go with the number of the units. Number of the units time variable cost per unit. Correct? Does that make sense? Are you guys with me?
Yes, Prof.
Yes, Professor.
So again, total cost will be the fixed cost plus the variable cost. But the variable cost is the variable number of the units times the variable cost per unit, correct? Let's put it here. Total cost is equal to fixed cost plus the variable cost. But the variable cost itself, it's equal to number of the units is equal to number of the units times the variable cost per unit. Does that make more sense? So now what I have on the low level, I have my total cost. Let's put here total. On the lowest level, I have on average of those two levels, I have the total cost. I have the number of the units, and now I have the variable cost per unit. So the question is, can I calculate the missing one? Which one I'm missing? From all this equation, the only thing that I'm missing is the fixed cost, correct?
Fixed cost. Yeah.
So since I have all this information, can I find the fixed cost? Absolutely, why not, right? So what do I have? I know the total cost is equal to 169 and 500. I know that number of units are equal to, sorry, number of units will be this one, equal to 3,000 when the total cost is 169,500. 3,000, and I know that my variable cost per unit is equal to $1.25. What I don't know my fixed cost. Is equal to what? Question mark. This is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for to find out the fixed cost. Can I find it? Absolutely. In that formula, I'm going to use this formula and I'm going to apply it here. Let's format those cells. So what I'm going to get? I'm going to get the 169, 500 equal to fixed cost, which I don't know, plus comma number of units is 3,000 times $25 per unit. Make sense?
Yes.
Can I find my fixed cost?
Yes.
Yes, Prof.
Exactly, right? Who's gonna stop me? I can find whatever I want. Since I have all those numbers, I can find whatever I want. So the fixed cost, tell me, how can I express the fixed cost? What will be fixed cost equal to? Fixed cost will be equal
169.
It's 169,
169,
500.
500
500
Minus
minus
75,000.
75,000.
75,000.
Oh,
1, 2, 3.
equivalent.
So how much my fixed cost?
500.
94,500.
94,500.
94,500.
500.
500. This is
Yeah.
where I'm using the high level, right?
Yes.
This is on the high level of activity.
No, sir. This is for low level, no?
For
It's a
the
long
low
level.
level.
Yes,
Low
this is
level.
the
Yeah.
low. Sorry, let's go it with the low. Now the question is, what will be the difference and what will be low level? That will be in blue. Let's stay with blue color. Low level. On the low level, my fixed cost is that much. The question is, how much is my cost on the high level? Let's calculate it, right? We have the high level, right? We know how much is at high level. Let's use it. Now on the high. What will be the formula for the high level? Same.
The same.
So the formula will be, we're using the same formula. We're not changing the formula. So that will be 219. 1, 2, 3. Can you please turn off your mic? Again, can you please turn off your mic? Otherwise, I have to stop this and go and turn off your mic myself. Okay, he doesn't hear me, so let's go and turn off this mic. Let me find who it is. Okay, gotcha. There we go. Sorry about this disturbance. Let's go back to the Excel spreadsheet. So the fixed cost, that's what we're chasing, and we're going to get it by number of the units, which are 5,000.
5,000.
5,000 times 25.
25.
I'm still 25, right?
25. Yeah.
So how much will be my fixed cost here?
Same.
94,500.
Same.
94,500. The same.
219,500 minus how much is in the bracket?
25.
5,000.
One lakh 25,000.
125,000.
25,000.
125,000.
125, yeah.
So how much will be my fixed cost? Same?
The same
94,500.
94,500.
94,500.
Yeah.
So what's the
500.
difference between high and low? Is there any difference?
No.
No.
Not really.
The same.
So,
Yeah.
so it doesn't really matter which point we're going to use to find the fixed cost. Not
No.
really. Now, since we have the fixed cost, right? Since they have the fixed cost, why are we doing all this exercise? Let me show you now why we're doing all this exercise. Because doing just something, it doesn't make sense unless we can use it, correct? Now the question is, how can we use this? We have now what we have. We have the variable cost per unit, and we have the fixed cost. The question is, can we predict the cost in the next period now, using only the high and low method? Well, let's see. So basically, the manager comes and you're the manager, and you ask yourself, can I predict my total cost? How much will be the next period my total cost? Let's figure out. I know my fixed cost. Now I already know my fixed cost is 94,500. My fixed cost is equal to 94,500. I know that. I know my
Yes.
variable cost per unit
Yes.
is
25.
$25. $25. Now, can I predict my cost?
Yes. Just by
Yes.
knowing the quantity.
What do I need to know?
Quantity.
I just need to know the quantity. So what I'm going to ask the manager, how many units you're
Unit
trying to
produce.
produce? Right?
Right.
Once
Correct.
he asks me the number of the units, I can give you the answer for the cost.
Correct.
Make sense?
Yes.
That's why we're doing all
Yes,
this exercise. So now the total cost will be equal to my variable cost, which is 94,500 plus bracket number of the units times $25. Now I have my formula. Make sense? And with this formula, I can do whatever I want. The only question is, I have to ask is, how many units you're gonna produce or sell? And then I'm gonna give you the total cost. Okay, that was the whole exercise about. Now I can stop this recording.